everybody, it's Tina with NGTC. How are you today? I hope you guys are doing awesome. Well, again, we're doing our home gymnastics class because we're all stuck at home. Fortunately, nobody's been in the gym and we have to come check on the gym each day, so we do get to come up here and keep our eyes on it. So that's why we're able to be in here. If you take a look around us, you can see that there have been some improvements made to the gym at the same time. So we've been working hard over here. With that said, I do want you guys to know that this is a home class. You have to have the permission of your parents. You have to make sure that it's okay with them. You have a big space to work out in, and that you have like a mat or something, and don't do anything you're not capable of doing. So make sure you say, Mom, can I do this? And do I have the room and all that stuff. Hopefully you have a hallway that you can maybe run down to do some of our little like mini games that we do. First we're gonna read a book like we always do, and this book has been very, very well loved. You'll see, it's kind of torn up, it's kind of ravaged. See, look at the spine, but that's okay. The inside is still good, and this just shows you how much love this book has had. It's called Dr. Seuss's ABC book. And it starts out, big A, little a, what begins with A? Aunt Allie's alligator. A. Big B, little b, what begins with B? Do you know something that starts with B? Maybe you can tell me. Barber, baby, bubbles, and a bumblebee. Big C, little c, what begins with C? Do you know anything that starts with a C? Camel on a ceiling, C. Big D, little d, what begins with D? Can you think of something that starts with a D? Donuts on a duck dog, D. A duck dog? That's some serious play with words, huh? Dr. Seuss is good at that. Big E, little e, what begins with E? Can you tell me what begins with E? Ear, egg, elephant, E. And look at, there's a big E and a little e. Big F, little f, what begins with F? Do you know what begins with F? This one's hard to say. 4 fluffy feathers on a fiffer, feather, feff. Yeah, say that 3 times fast. Big G, little g, what begins with G? So you have big letters and little letters, so we're looking for the big G and the little g. What begins with G? Goat and goo goo goggles, G. Big H, little h, what begins with H? Can you think of anything that begins with H? Hungry horse, hen and hat, H. Big I, little I, what begins with I? Can you think of anything that might begin with I? Itchy, Ichabod, I. Big J, little j, what begins with J? Can you think of anything that might start with J? Jerry Jordan's jelly jar, J. Big K, little k, what begins with K? Can you think of anything that might start with K? Kangaroo and kite, K. Big L, little l, what begins with L? Think of something that might begin with L. Lion with a lollipop, L, L, L. Big M, little m, what begins with M? Can you think of anything that might begin with the letter M? Mice in the moonlight, M, M, M. Big N, little n, what begins with N? Can you think of anything that begins with N? Oh man, this is gonna be hard for me to read. 9 new neckties, nightshirt, nose. Say that fast. Big O, little o, what begins with O? Anything that begins with O out there? Ostrich, oil, orange, owl. O, O, O. Big P, little p, what begins with P? Can you find anything that begins with the letter P? Painting some pajamas pink, P, P, P. Big Q, little q, what begins with Q? Oh, this is another tricky one. Can you think of anything that might begin with Q? The quick queen of Quincy and her quacking quackaroo. Silly, silly. Big R, little r, what begins with R? Can you think of anything that might begin with R? Rosie's red rhinoceros, R, R, R. Big S, little s, what begins with S? Think of something that begins with S. Sammy's sipping soda pop, S, S, S. Big T, little t, what begins with T? Any guess what might start with T? Ten tired turtles on a tuttle tree. Oh my goodness, that was hard. I messed that one up, huh? That's okay. Everybody messes up, even adults. Big U, little u, what begins with U? Can you think of what begins with the letter U? Uncle Ub's umbrella and his underwear too. I don't know of any uncles named Ub, but you never know. Big V, little v, what begins with V? Can you find something or think of something that starts with V? Verna, Vera, Vin, and her violet violin. Woohoo, got through that one. Big W, little w, what begins with W? Can you think of something that might start with W? You can go touch it or you can say it. W. Oh, what does it say? Willie's in the wash tub washing Waldo. Woo! Oh, here's the big Y. Oh, big X, little x. What begins with X? That's kind of a tricky one. That one can get hard. Can you think of anything that might start with X? X-ray and xylophone. X, X, X. Big Y, little y, what begins with Y? See the Y? What begins with Y? Oh, geez. So contagious. A yawning yellow yak with Yolanda on his back. A yak. Big Z, little z, what begins with Z? Can you think of anything that starts with Z? a zizzer zazzer zuzz, as you can plainly see. How silly is that book? And I'm gonna have to go try to find some more of these books because that one was pretty funny. Okay guys, and remember, we are doing our at-home exercises today, so we want to make sure that we're all safe and have plenty of room, have a mat, all that fun stuff. Hopefully you liked that book that we just read. I thought it was kind of funny. So now on to our workout. Let's do some warm-ups and then we can do our stretching, and we're gonna do some lunges today, some T-levers, and just working on shapes to do those. And Megan's gonna help me do those. Okay, so let's do our warm-up, guys. So we have colors again. The colors are right there. There's yellow, blue, and orange. That's what we're doing today. So let's do hop, hop, hop to our yellow. Can you hop to yellow? Go hop, hop, hop. And I'll do it real quick. And you can hang on to your stuffy. If you have a stuffy, you can go hop, hop, hop. All the way down. Touch your yellow. If you have it out. And hop back. So there are all the colors right here behind me. And you can go ahead and look at them, yellow, blue, and orange. Go find those colors and put them out so you have some time. And now, oh wait, touch the blue. No, the blue cone, silly. The blue cone. And now go back fast. Okay, do that 3 times. If you have limited space, just do that 3 times. And now I'm gonna try to table to crab crawl all the way back to yellow. So we're gonna crab walk all the way back. Oh no, I said yellow, I meant orange. Oh no, there's orange. And now we're gonna do table back. So we're just gonna go back just like this. So you go backwards and then you go forward in your table or in your crab walk. So go ahead and do that. And now how about if we just run around in a circle? If we just run around in a circle shape. Run around in a circle shape. There you go. Keep running. Keep running. You can run a little faster if your parents will allow it. Keep running. Keep running. Go in a circle. And then you can stop that circle and go the opposite direction. The opposite just meaning that you're going a different direction than when you were going. Just like Miss Tina is. There you go. There you go. Okay, and then you can even run in place. And moms and dads, feel free to do this with your kids. Just get that blood moving a little bit. Good way to de-stress a little bit. Just keep going. Okay, now let's do some of those jumping jacks. So we're gonna go, let's do 20 jumping jacks. So for the littles, they might need some help. Just if they get their arms up and their legs wide, that's fine. But let's do 20 jumping jacks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job, everyone. Now let's do some arm circles. Itty bitty arm circles. Itty bitty arm circles. Oops, I changed directions by accident. And then big arm circles. And then big arm circles back. now little arm circles back. Oh my goodness. That was quite a bit of warm-up, huh? Why don't you go get a drink of water and then we'll be ready for our stretches. You guys ready to do our stretching now? Okay, we're gonna point our toes. Get our little Buddy. Can't forget Buddy. That's his new name. Here's Buddy. We're gonna lift Buddy up really high as we can, and we're gonna reach down and touch our toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straddle. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna hold Buddy really high up as we can, and we're gonna go down to the side. 1, 2, look at his nose is kissing my toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arms up, go down to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome sauce. Now we're gonna reach up and we're gonna go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's our pancake. Now we're gonna do our butterfly. So our butterfly is, where would you guys like to go today? That's the question we always ask. So you can get your imagination on and imagine where you would love to be right now. I think I would like to be at the zoo, looking around at all the pandas and tigers and bears, or better yet, Yellowstone, where you can see them in person, but still keep it safe. So I'm going to Yellowstone. So wiggle your knees. And now we're gonna go pull our feet in. We're back. Now we're at the gym. Now we're gonna go nose to our toes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're gonna stretch it out. We always like to do our shapes. So make sure you have your diamond shape, and our nose will go to our heels again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we're gonna do our shapes. This is our pike. This is our straddle. This is our tuck. And this is our table. Now, can you touch your belly while you're on a table? While you're doing your table? Can you touch your belly 10 times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And maybe you're so relaxed in this position you can drink your tea and have a tea party. Oh, very nice. Now let's try lifting our legs. And lifting our legs. And lifting our legs. And lifting our legs. And lifting our legs. Well, we're getting tricky on you guys in these last couple of weeks, huh? Okay, hopefully you can do that. If they can't do it, it's totally fine. We're just introducing all kinds of new stuff. We are going to go ahead and move on to beam and work on those levers that I talked about in the beginning. And she's going to stand in that awesome lunge position at the beginning. And you can do this on the ground. It doesn't have to be on the beam. See how she's squeezing her ears super tight with straight arms? Now she's going to reach down and touch the yellow cone and come back. There you go. Try it one more time. Up and reach, touch, and come back. Now, see how she fell over? It's totally normal, so don't feel bad. If you're on the ground, you're just going to go like this. I worked really hard in the garden this week, and so bear with me. Arms up. You're going to T-lever, and then reach down and come up. If you can only T-lever, that's totally fine. Do that 3 times. We're going to do some fun stuff real quick. Over an obstacle. Look at that. Step over an obstacle. And this can even be on the ground. You can make obstacles out of stuff stuffies. You can make obstacles out of anything. And you can do that. You can make obstacles out of stuffies and run around them like this. And you can ski jump like that. So many different things that you can do to stay moving as long as you have your parents' permission. And then if you have a partner, let's do partner sit-ups real quick, Megan. So Megan's gonna come sit down. Do you want Buddy on your lap to keep you company? There you go. And we're gonna do partner push-ups. Or no, sit-ups, sorry. 1, 2, these are really good for you parents too. 3, and siblings can take turns helping each other. 4, 5. And then if you want to do partner, let's do a plank hold for everybody real quick. You can still use your buddy, he'll be facing you. But you can do this. Bum down, shoulders rounded, and just hold. And that's going to be tough for those little guys. So just, if it's tough for them, don't worry about it. Okay, now we're going to do the partner stuffy throwing. So we need Megan to come back. Ready? We're going to go partner throw. And you can just play stuffy toss. With your parents' permission, that is. And be gentle with each other. Okay, now we're going to do our standard C-stop ta-da that we always finish on. So to do a C-stop ta-da, you're going to jump. And for girls, that's a C-stop ta-da. And for boys, it's stop, arms up. I hope you guys have a fabulous day and we'll see you tomorrow.